crazy thing to say. This is wild. This is an absolutely wild thing to say, especially when Florida State had the year they had last year, especially when Tommy Castellanos got benched last year at Boston College. Yes, Saban's not there. It doesn't matter. It's still Bama. It's still a top 10 defense.
Y'all get to go put hands on this man. Y'all get to baptize this man. You get to tell him what it's like to be baptized in the tide, in the blood. If you know what I mean here, we're going to help this man go see Jesus about himself and about some of the things that he has made. We're going to ask him, hey, are you happy with the choices that you decided to make, particularly on June 23rd?
Here we go. What's up with you? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm here. Roll Tide, 26 days, and we roll. Florida State, you first. I've been saving that little intro there for the moment. We're gonna be running that one all month, all the way up. Thank you, Dwight, my producer. We've been saving that one for a minute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, DSGB84? 26 days. He said the dog's going to bark. 26 days. Big dog got to eat. Tennessee going to volunteer. That's right. Stephen Hicks. 26 days. FSU, you first. Come on now. We here. We here. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Run with Piano Man. We are here. We're excited. We are in the vein. We are here. Good morning, LaToya. Good morning, Nick Hart. Good morning, Jeff Stapleton. Roll Tide to you. Yeah, man. Good morning, Dwight, my producer. Thank you for that new intro there. It's gonna be on. Yes, sir, Bob. Yeah, we ready. We ready. We ready. We're getting ready. We're making ready. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? Good morning, Clinton Howard. Roll Tide. Roll Tide to you. All right. Yeah, buddy. That's right. I'm ready. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. Thanks, big dog. Thanks, big dog. Yeah. That's gonna be for up until game day. We're gonna be using that intro. Thank you. Thank you, LaToya. Dwight thanks you. We thank you. We all thank you. Yeah, we thank you. We're going to be like I said, we're going to be using that intro all the way up until game day. And I hope and I pray that somebody else does some smack talking from another team. And we'll use that one and as a intro here on the Long Run with Piano Man and everything. Hey, it's a new year. It's just time to make some things happen. It's time to do the doggone thing. Jeff, what you talking about? What you say, Jeff? What Jeff say? Saving this butt kicking FSU and every other team Bama plays set the standard in the game. I got you, Jeff. Amen. Roll Tide. I saw that last night. Big dog got to eat. It was some crazy talk going on last night in KB Live. But good morning to everybody. And for those that are listening, looking and lurking, good morning to you. We're just glad to have you. Don't just listen, look, and lurk. Hey, come on, join on in. Like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Join in with us here on the Long Run with Piano Man. Now, I said this before. Excuse me. I kind of got a small cold there and everything. Now, I do have an announcement. Tomorrow, Piano Man will not be here tomorrow. I will be working the polls tomorrow. We have an election coming up. I will not be on tomorrow at all. I'll be at the polls all day long, working them. Like I said, I've retired, but that's not stopping me from working. And I just got a couple of things that I need to do. And so, I won't be here tomorrow, but I will be back Wednesday. You know what, Nick? I tell you what, That's not out of the realm of possibilities, dear brother. We can do that. We can do that. We can make that happen and everything. And so we can do that. And since you're gonna be there and everything, then brother, I can sit back and listen at you, give me a play-by-play or a summary or whatever and everything. Thank you, big dog. Well, Nick, we'll work on that, okay? We'll work on that. We sure will. But I just want to make sure that Panama Jack and some of the rest of these Florida State fans are on there when we talking. Because I just believe that it's gonna be a massacre down there in Tallahassee. Yeah, we're gonna be B2A. That's what's gonna happen down there. Yeah, Alabama coming with that. Come on. Good morning, Gwen. Roll Tide. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good old, yeah. Oh, good old Gwen. Good to see you. That's right. Good to see you. But listen, before I start, but yes, I will not be here tomorrow. I'll be working the polls. We have a special election coming up. It's kind of funny. The backdrop of it is kind of funny. But I'm gonna tell you what, you got to watch these politicians, man. You got to be careful with politics. I don't get off into it like that and everything, and all that kind of stuff. Nick, don't waste your time with that, man. I'm gonna tell you like we used to say from over on my side of town: a scared man will never bet, and a jealous man will never work. That's just which one are you, scared or jealous? Or are you both of them? I'm just saying now, So anyway, but I'll be working the polls tomorrow. But I'm not gonna get up into that political thing. What's up, Brock? Roll Tide. Roll Tide. I'm not gonna get off into that political thing. I'm not doing it. And, I'm just working polls. Give me a little extra cash flow going now, and then we're gonna make that happen. Right? Right. Right? Right. Yeah. Agreed. Put politics aside and let's talk football. Exactly. I'm not here to talk politics because I really don't trust none of them no how. But I'm trusting my Alabama Crimson Tide to go down in Tallahassee on August the 30th and handle up on the business at hand. All right. So we had an awesome weekend. I hope everybody did. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend and all that good stuff. Again, shout out to all 15 of you all in the chat. And again, all lookers, all listeners, lookers and lurkers, just come on in. If you've never subscribed to my channel, come on and talk. Come on and talk with us and chat with us and everything. Good morning, Stephen. 26 days, man. And we rolling, Stephen. Yes, sir, Bob. We rolling. Rolling. We're going to be rolling. I feel it in my bones, y'all. I feel like it's some great thing about to happen with our Alabama Crimson Tide. I really do. But before we start, though, what's up, Mr. P? Go Dogs and Roll Tide. I hear you, Mr. P. In 26 days, bro, y'all gonna be rolling. Oh, no, excuse me. Y'all gonna be barking. Y'all got to come with it. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning. Roll Tide. What the business is, Nicole? You know. You already know. You know what's up. That's right. That's right, Jeff. We're going to be taking care of business. I'm not worried about it. I'm not really worried about it. But listen, I want to say something. I heard something. Hopefully we'll have somebody come through. If we don't, hey, Piano Man handle it just fine by himself. As long as y'all keep engaging in the chat, we're gonna keep it moving. But I want to say something. Yesterday at church, our pastor was talking about making it, just keep making things happen, just keep moving on, keep pressing forward, and things like that. I often say here on the show about don't despise small beginnings. I'm going to address that. Thank you, Clinton. Uh, I will address that in just a second. He said, and I often say on the show, don't despise small beginnings. In other words, don't think it's strange, this, that, and the third. Things don't always take off like you want them. Things don't always just how you expect it, how you envision something in your brain, and how it actually plays out in real time. Don't always mesh all the time. Don't always jibe, as my dad would say in his lifetime. It doesn't always jibe all the time. But I want to tell you this. The thing about it is, if you have a vision, keep going with the vision. No matter what it looks like at the beginning stage, at the embryonic stage of things, don't stop going. Don't give up. True. What's up, Double L? Roll Tide. Don't give up. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the show, whether it's a personal goal of yours or anything of that nature. One of the things that you can't do is give up, because nobody comes in with 500,000 listeners. You got to be darn good for that to happen. But the fact of the business is that it all starts with one. What's up, Bino? Good morning. The GM is here. Producer's here. Piano Man is here. We doing good now. 401k crew gathering. But you can't give up. You can't give up. So with that being said, I want everybody to understand and know this, that I be looking at the numbers sometimes I don't look at them every day. But I also have to realize that we're in the down period. But I also believe that things are going to pick up. I think that things are going to happen good, but Piano Man is not going to give up. Now, the crazy part is, on another channel, on my TikTok channel, I'm 4 away from 1,000 followers. 4 away. But I would love for some of those that's on my TikTok channel to come over here and grace their presence over here on YouTube. Okay. So I just need y'all to begin to, pray or send some positive vibes and everything, that some of those 900 to come over here. You see what I'm saying? And be a part of this community here. Nothing wrong with that and everything. But having a good time over there on TikTok, man. It's live over there. And I'll be doing some crazy stuff with my videos and things like that. And I'm just having a good time. And so I want people to understand that Piano Man is in this. I'm not in this for the money. I'm not in this for the income. I'm in this for the outcome. And the outcome is that we bring people together, talk about our Alabama Crimson Tide or whomever your favorite team is. And so that's why we have on Big Ten Tuesday, we're talking about the Big Ten with Ohio State and Michigan and Penn State and Iowa and Nebraska and all that good stuff and everything. And I'm looking to even grow it even more. So Piano Man is just doing his part and making sure that everything goes the way that it needs to go. All right. So let's just continue to grow with me. Continue to grow with me. That's all I'm saying. Continue to grow with me, and we're going to have some good fun. All right. Coaches say Lacier Brooks will be fine. Nothing to worry about. I heard about that. He did have a slight tweak. He had a little injury and everything. But Brooks is going to be fine. Brooks is going to be fine, y'all. And I don't know if you all have heard. But even Jalen Mbakwe, that's part of our weekend recap of Bama Fall Camp. What's the tea from the camp? One spill of the tea is that Jalen Mbakwe is actually turning heads at the wide receiver position. DSG, that's next on the agenda. See, I'm just now getting acclimated to some of this social media stuff. You see what I'm saying? I'm just not getting acclimated to it. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to. I was trying to do it on IG, but also with IG, there's some flaming hoops you got to jump through. So I'm going to be getting it all together here and everything, and getting the White to help me out there. And we're going to make all this happen, and all that kind of stuff. So, yes, but it's in the pattern. But I guarantee you though, DSG, I'm gonna put it to you this way. But by the time first ball game roll around, I will probably be live on all of them at the same time. Okay, so it's gonna be all right. But we DSG, if we're ready, DSG, Dwight, if we're ready, if you can, let's pull up a little bit of what Coach DeBoer said during yesterday's press conference, or however that goes. I think Dwight has a clip that he can show us and everything, and we'll if we can, if not, we can keep that moving. I can also access it from here. Yeah, here we go.
The last two, obviously with pads and longer practices, just challenging the guys' competitive stamina, the physical, the mental piece of it, and really like how they were able to sustain the energy, sustain the effort and attitude, right? Just bringing juice, focusing on the next play, all those things that are cliches that are so important to success on the football field. And so that was the challenge from a big picture from January when the guys brought high level intensity, and you narrow it down to each practice and even each period and each play. And so start to finish, high expectations, and these guys doing a good job picking each other up. Every play there's going to be a winner and loser. And so that side of the ball's, got to keep the pedal down when you win, and the other side's got to react and respond the next one. So, like what I see.
Noticed last name Brooks with the boot yesterday, but didn't see him today. What's going on with him health-wise?
Yeah, it won't be anything long-term or anything like that. So, just be a little bit of recovery here. I don't know if it's day to day, but it's not going to be something that's extended.
What have you seen from the quarterbacks these last 3 days?
I think the biggest thing, practice 1 was good. 2, the installs become more and different things, and a lot of it's still base stuff for the most part that these guys have worked on spring, summer. But there was a couple of just missed opportunities really between receivers or skill guys and the quarterbacks. And I thought the last 2 practices, those near misses have now been, completions. And so that's what you like to see, where the plays are getting made, the plays are getting drawn up, and there's execution on a high level somewhere. And either you miss the throw, or sometimes maybe there's an offensive line, breakdown of some type, or someone just a little closer and causing a little bit of distraction for the quarterback. But the last 2 days have really been better, and that's what you want to see.
Don't think we'll talk to you before Saturday scrimmage. Just what are you looking to get out of that? And from a quarterback standpoint, is there anything different rep-wise that you do compared to the spring scrimmages?
Probably very similar. The first scrimmage is always very similar probably to where you left off. And, yeah, you're going to evolve a little bit here as the week goes on. But just a lot of base stuff. We did some situational work.
All right. That was a portion of the post-practice interview with Coach DeBoer. One of the things that we hear that he's very, very excited. Good morning, Ephraim. Good morning, KT. What the business is. You know what the business is. One of the things that Coach DeBoer is saying is that he's very, very excited about how they're picking up the pace, how they when he said they're bringing the juice and things like that. And so they're coming with the come on. And so it's going to be a nice season. There is a change in attitude, especially on the offense, especially those wideouts, because there is a change in attitude from the quarterback position. And so you're seeing some things from all 3 quarterbacks. and it's bringing about a positive change, a positive outcome with our wideouts. I also believe that because of all of this positivity, too, it's just a change all the way around. Okay, so this is why I be asking everybody, let's forget about last year, forget about all of that. We're in a brand new year. Everybody's 0-0. We're not 9-4. We're 0-0. So that's the way we have to approach it and everything. So I'm excited about the good news. I'm excited about the tea that's going down. I'm excited about the quote unquote the tea that is being spilled, and the things that are coming out of camp, both on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. And so I think that Alabama is going to be okay. Mr. P asks, Piano Man, what is the standard for the Tide this coming season, and what are their drawbacks? The standard is to improve from last year. That's one of them. To be more consistent. Mr. P, one of the things that I did echo about Coach DeBoer said at SEC Media Day, that the games that Alabama lost last year were all one-score games, with the exception of one, and that was the Oklahoma game. But everyone else, Vanderbilt, one score, Tennessee, one score, Michigan, one score. But then by that same token, there were games that we won via Georgia, via South Carolina, one-score games that could have been easily one-score losses. So one of the things though, Mr. P, is what the standard is to finish games, put people away. Don't let up on it. Just continue to drive it forward. Continue to drive. Continue to do what we're supposed to do. Make the plays that we're supposed to make. But then another part of that standard he talked about too. He talked about the gimme balls, those gimme passes, which are 5 and 6 yards that have the potential either to get the 5 or the 6, or they can break for long games. That's the standard, is to be able to throw catchable balls, catch those balls, make plays, this, that, and the third. That's the standard. The drawbacks, though, is when you don't make the plays. Is when you don't do what's right. Is when you don't go according to the script, if you will. That's part of the drawbacks. So that's a good question. So that's the standard. The standard is just to play Alabama football, but it's also to finish a game. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I know, Mr. P, you're Georgia and everything, but that game was not even supposed to be close at all. Alabama didn't have finishing power. Yes, we came back and beat you, but we got that big lead on you, honest to goodness, making mistakes here and there. When Carson Beck threw that ball and Deontay Lawson, that was supposed to be a pick 6. That was going to put the game out of reach. There was another time that Carson Beck even threw a ball, and there was almost another pick 6 right there, potential of a pick 6 right there. That game wasn't even supposed to be that close at all. But that's the standard, is finishing games. Take a team out of a game, and you take them out of the game early, keep them out of the game. So that's part of the standard. And those drawbacks are those things that we lack discipline in, is when we don't show forth discipline, yeah. And we didn't play a full game all season. Exactly. See, so there are different things that we're going to accomplish this year, that we've got to do different, go about it different. We got to go about it different. We have to approach it even differently. So yeah, because KT is right. We did not play a full game. Bino said the standard is discipline, execution, dominate your opponent, win a natty. That's it. Make sure that you take care of handle your business, and live to fight for the next play. KT, for all practical points and purposes, I hope it's Bray. I hope it's Bray. But I want to say this. If Bray gets out there and Keon gets out there, but you got to remember Keon's still coming off of an injury. So it's going to be very it's going to be interesting how that question will be answered going into the next week or two. I think by what's the day? Today is the 4th. I think by next week, by the 12th, I think the lineup will be there. But Bray Hubbard, my dude, though, that's the guy there. He, defensively speaking, he made heads turn, and he's still making them turn. So hopefully we'll be getting more information about that later on. You know, standard, great answer standard for the Dogs is success and closing ball game. Yeah. Yeah, KT, Sab went out early, so he should be healthy. He should. But I also think that they are grooming him along and not so much just per se rushing him, because you don't want the same old soup warmed over. You don't want another injury. So that's why that DB room is sort of deep and is powerful. You know what, Stevens? Man, I'm just telling you. These guys, man. Yes. Okay, yeah, bro. Sab is doing good. He's doing very well. He's doing very well. And it's going to be interesting. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. But if you have Sab and Bray out there together, it's gonna be tough out there, man. I heard rumbling of Cam is challenging Bray for that other safety spot. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. But Bray is one of those players, though, when it comes down to that DB backfield like that, Bray is one of those dudes that can play anywhere. Good morning, Governor. The governor of Discord, JB718. Good morning and roll tide. The governor of Discord, everybody, JB718. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Bray is one of those guys that's going to be very versatile, and you don't count him out now. That's all Piano Man is saying. Don't count him out. Don't count him out. It's going to be one of those things where it's just going to be a wait and see thing. So when they go full pass Saturday and everything, we're going to see. That's when we're going to see who's going to really be playing, and because they're going to be really kind of going at it. And we'll probably get injury reports and things like that and all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brock, where I used to teach on the coast, Bray Hubbard is from that area. He's from that area, not too far. Matter of fact, I used to live in that school district. My son was going to school there before we moved and everything. But Bray was not there but at that time. But that Ocean Springs area is real nice. So Bray came from good stock, and Bray came from a nice football background as far as high school goes. I think so, KT. I think they are still doing open practice. Hopefully, we're going to have someone on. I hope he got the link. I sent him the link. and somebody that has been going to practice, who has an insight on some things, and hopefully he's able to get on, and then we're going to go, Yeah, that's right, Brock. He never did. He never did. He did. He did. Matter of fact, people really didn't even hear Bray Hubbard like that down there. I know I didn't. Because he wasn't really that dude at that time. Because Ocean Springs, I said Bay Springs. Ocean Springs, it really is a talented, real talented, loaded roster. It's a big school. Yeah, Mr. Mississippi. Yeah. But he was Mr. Mississippi. I want to say, was it 6A, 7A? However that went back few years ago. But like I said, his old high school has won. I'm not sure if they won a state championship or not. Yeah, he was quarterback in high school. I thought so. Before I put that out there, I wanted to make sure. But he was quarterback in high school. So anyway, y'all, let's just keep up with it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Bray's just a natural talent. He's a very natural talent. I didn't say anything, y'all. I'm not feeling the best this morning. I'm really not feeling the best. When this is over, when I go off this morning, I'm gonna go and lay back down. I'm just not really. What's happening, Huggy? What the business is? My favorite Auburn fan. Yeah, and KT, that dude can read that. He can read a defense. He knows his position, and he can read a screen. And if you ever notice him and reading that screen, he'll bust that bad boy up with a vengeance. Bam! He go in there breaking up everything. He going there. He just like doing a raid at the. He like a policeman raiding a house. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He just like that. He go up in there just busting stuff up. He don't care. He don't care. I don't know how many Barners up in here, but I know you up in here, Huggy. So, unless that's I don't think you're going to find too many Barners up in here. Even though I've been asking them to come, I think they're sort of scared. I think they're sort of scared. I think, I've been asking people to come and everything. Maybe. Dang, Double L, what you want to put me out there like that for? Man, I just woke up. It was through the night, and that's when I noticed my voice was leaving, my all congested and all that kind of stuff. I was like, where did this come from? Because yesterday I was doing okay, but late through the night, man, I started just feeling bad. And this morning, like right about now, I'm not really feeling the best. And so, but I came on because I want to, continue to be a man of my word. Shout out to all 31 of y'all in the chat. Man, I love the chat. I love the chat. But Larry Lord, now, I don't care how sick I get. The honeybees got to always be around. Speaking of honeybees, I got some honey up in my little toddy here, So it tastes pretty good. But yeah, KT, Sam went out early, so he should be healthy. And we're hoping that he's healthy as he, makes his comeback. Y'all nervous about Auburn's offensive? Oh, yeah, that fresh honey there, KT. You know how that go. Anitra, wait a minute. I see you on here. Wait a minute. I keep saying to everybody, wait a minute, wait, just the chick. Good morning, Anitra. Anitra, look, I ain't got no strength to mess with you today. Now, you and KT, y'all, you, KT, Bino, all y'all, Steven, Double L, I have no strength today. I ain't got no strength to battle y'all today. So don't y'all start nothing. If y'all do, I'm gonna put it to you like this: y'all just go ahead and have that. Cause Piano Man is sort of out of it today. But roll tide and Nitra. Don't you start nothing. You always starting something. You and KT, y'all always starting something. Always. Every time I look up, KT and Anitra starting something. And I'm just glad Susan ain't him. And then because Susan because y'all know how Susan is. I'm not gonna call their names today because I'm gonna be good and nice and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, don't y'all get Anitra started. Don't get Anitra started. Please don't. I ain't been talking smack for the FSU Barner game. I think y'all gonna stomp FSU. You think? Me too. I believe that too. No, she don't. Susan ain't gonna let up on, especially on that doggone 3-stroke Charlie. She ain't letting that go. My God, today. Woo. I feel sorry for old 3. It's like a wrestling match, KT, and you get ready to pin them. And you point to the bell, ding, 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 ding. I'm just saying. I don't know what made me think of that, but Anitra, don't you start. Because every time Anitra starts, this is the order it goes in. Every time Anitra starts, then here come Double L, here comes Steven, here come KT, and then a couple of y'all join on in, and then bringing up the rear is going to always be Susan. And when Susan brings up that rear, then the whole show just goes off the rails. So it's like that. So anyway, but that's how Me Too governor, the governor of Discord said, I'm cooling today. I'm cooling today. I am too. I'm not feeling that well and everything. I feel, I can still talk smack with the best of them, but I'm just all congested, man. Maybe nothing. Anyway, I ain't going there because that's going to get y'all started up. But anyway, thank you. We need to get Piano Man and Coach Call to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If I can get some of those from TikTok to come over here, and I'm working on it and everything. And so DSGB has kind of gave me an idea, and I'm going to do that. Matter of fact, consider it done. And I'll have that done tomorrow. I'm going to have it done tomorrow. Nick said, it's never me. You know I'm starting up. Right, Nick. You and Steven? Right. Okay. Right. Okay. But anyway, moving on. In our next recap, we said the Mbakwe. All right, Huggy, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you to my other favorite Auburn fan, you and Tez. Y'all all right. Y'all all right with me. But on to something else. We know that we have the top 25 coming up and everything. And one of the things that I did, I went and looked up what's actually being said about the top. I was going to do the top 25, but I went to let's see. Dog Steve. Okay. Steven, you one of the ringleaders, sir. I don't care what you say. You're one of the ringleaders. You put stuff together, and then you and like I said, you and Nitra and Susan and KT. I don't trust y'all. Listen, if I was in a funeral home with y'all, I guarantee y'all have done something to the dearly departed up there in the parlor. Y'all done something to them. Y'all probably lifting them up and put a cigarette in their mouth with some sunglasses on. Yeah. Arkansas first, Alabama second overall. Oh, the 4x4. Okay. I got to turn that on here in just a little bit. I'll watch that. Yeah, I'll watch that. But anyway, one of the things that in looking at the top 25, everybody, and that's this here. I went and looked up what their possibility of what a 12-team playoff, and this came from one of the sports writers who writes for Yahoo and Microsoft and all that good stuff. And this is what they said. Their top 12, number one, obviously, is going to be Texas. Yeah, y'all ain't got no strength to be putting up with y'all today now. But number one, Texas. Number two, Georgia. Let me tell y'all something. I'm still not, and please, DSG and Mr. P, I mean no harm here, but I'm still not feeling where all of this Georgia love is coming from. But then again, I can also understand it because Georgia has been consistent. They've been consistent, and that's why. That's why. But you got Georgia, then you have Ohio State, then you have Alabama, number 4, Penn State, number 5, Oregon 6. Notre Dame is 7. Texas A&M is 8. Texas A&M got getting some love, but I kept telling y'all, watch them. Don't sleep on them. Don't just throw them out. Don't throw them out the pasture just yet. Number 9 is University of Miami. 10 is Tennessee. 11 is Clemson. And 12 is LSU. I'm just saying. Now, Texas is always good in track. Effort. Texas is always good in track. Y'all forgive me. The meds are beginning to kick in here. I'm trying to wait. Hopefully, a friend of mine is coming on this morning who's been hanging out at the Bama camps and put out some real nice content about it. And hopefully he gets on. But one of the things that he does let us know that the quarterbacks he did let me know that the quarterbacks are actually looking good and everything. But, there are differences, this, that, and the third. So, we just have to continue to boost on. Georgia are contenders, but they have a lot of questions, and they do. Yep, they do. But anyway, but these are the possible playoff scenarios. Y'all, please forgive me. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get my brain and my all that kind of stuff to catch up with me at the same time. But anyway, Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama. That's your Final Four. That's what they are predicting to be the Final Four. 1, 2, 3 SEC teams in the Final Four. Texas, Georgia, and Alabama. Alabama's going to come up at the 4th spot. So that means that if they play, hey, good morning, Coach. What's up with you? Everybody, it's the wise one. It's Coach Carl on the Block Sports. Coach, good morning, Coach. How you doing, my man? Good to see you. Glad you're on. But you got 3 SEC teams. So when you put it like that, that means that Texas will play Bama and Georgia will play Ohio State. So if it held up like this, that's a good Final Four. Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Bama. Now, just asking in the chat right quick, who goes to the Natty from just those 4? Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama. Remember now, 1 is going to play 4, which will be Texas, Alabama. 2 will play 3, which will be Georgia and Ohio State. Now, just going from just those 4 right there, who is your natty competitors and who will win. Bama versus UGA. Gotcha, JB. Gotcha. Sound like money to me. Okay. Okay. Alabama, Ohio State. Oh, wow. Bama versus UGA. Bama wins. That's what the governor says. That's what the governor says. UGA, we are young, but if you don't get the dogs this year, you will have a problem next year. And that's what I've been saying, Mr. P. This will be the year to beat Georgia if you're gonna get them. This will be the year to beat them. Because after this year, Georgia's gonna be hard to contend with. Telling you now. But I like Bama versus Georgia. Okay. I like Bama versus Georgia. I don't believe Ohio State will get there 2 years in a row. And I also believe that this will be the year that the Big Ten dominance is going to be over. I'm just being honest with you. The Big Ten dominance comes to an end where that streak of Michigan and Ohio State winning natties, that Big Ten winning it back to back like that, I don't believe that it will happen this year. I just don't believe that. I'm not sold on I'm not sold on Ohio State this year. I'm just saying. Now Jeff said, "If Uncle Lou, oh boy, if Uncle Lou don't believe in the UGA, then UGA fans should worry." Well, Georgia's one of those teams this year. I think it's going to depend on the helter skelter of all of that, how everything will play out. I'm also of the firm persuasion that if LSU is consistent in offensive production, I believe out of that 12, or well, out of that 4 there, LSU might replace somebody. I'm just saying. Bama is in the league second heat, men's 4x400. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. So it's going to be interesting. So anyway, anybody else before I go on to something else? Anybody else have anything? LSU will replace UGA. Now, here's my question. Thank you, Bino, for bringing that up. After week 1, now we know Bama plays Florida State. We know that Texas goes to Columbus and plays them. We know that Auburn's playing Baylor. We know that Auburn's playing Baylor. We know we have quite a few games in that week 1. Once those games are played and you have your loss, your teams that have lost that are up high in the rankings, how do you think the rest of the year would shape up? Now, let me tell you why I say that. Now, let me find, here we go. Let me find my other little Bible here. And excuse me. Let me look at LSU's channel. Let me look at their schedule right quick. Here we go. They go to Clemson. I just believe that's a loss. I do not believe Clemson will beat LSU. I mean, I don't believe LSU will beat Clemson. Excuse me. I don't believe LSU wins that game. Clemson is deeper. I was listening to on the Sandersons this morning on the locker room with the Sandersons. They did an interview with Dabo Swinney, and he was talking about these guys that returned and how much confidence that he had in them and things like that. I am of that same persuasion. I'm not a big Dabo fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I do believe that Clemson has that squad to go and make a deep run in the playoffs, but I still don't believe that they will win. I'm not sold on them like that. I'm not sold. Oh boy. Y'all, I don't feel good at all. Have you taken a look? Yes. And that sort of came up over the weekend. That part also the TLL. Talking to look at the potential of our backups. One of the things that let me finish reading first. Just may have a few backups. Yeah. And that's where this year is going to be very, very crucial, Double L, as into how next year's team will function by how this team functions, because I'm of the firm persuasion. We win the Natty, win the SEC championship, and we win the Natty, a lot of our players walk. A lot of our players walk. And we will have to rebuild next year for real. So in order for LSU to win against Clemson, the defense will have to have an above average game. Exactly. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think I'm about to do that because I'm really not feeling good at all. My eyes feel like somebody's in the back of them about to beat them out with a hammer. I'm going to fix me a toddy, and I might find me a honeybee somewhere and everything. I'm just not feeling it right now. Really not. Started out okay, but like I said, as I got over into the night, that's when I started really feeling bad. Go fix a hot toddy and lay down before the evening show. Yes, Lord. I'm going to have to, y'all, because this year, I like to be up and at 'em. I like to be laughing and talking. And right about now, I got to go pick up my prescription. That's what Nick said. Yeah, I need to go and make one. But it's like everything is congested in my chest. My head is hurting. Like I said, it feels like somebody's all in my eyes, man. And I'm not feeling well. And so I'm not able to give off my energy that I normally give. I feel like nothing. I ain't gonna say that. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not, cause y'all have this tendency that even if I'm not feeling well and I be to say a certain thing, then somebody like Steven and like I said, Steven and Anitra and KT gonna be to took that on down the street. And I'm glad Susan is not here to rub my nose in it and everything. Thank you, Nick. I hope I get to feeling better too. But I'm gonna be back on this evening for 5 4-hour evening show and all that good stuff, and hopefully I'll be feeling better. But right now I can't. KT don't start. KT. Yeah, I am Dwight. I am. KT, can't you see the brother is trying? I'm trying. I feel like Bobby Brown. I'm trying to get right. Get some honeybee tea I know it is. I know it. I'm going to take care of myself, Steven. I really am. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm talking about this just came up on me all of a sudden, like last night. Yes, Ephraim. I'm going to turn my TV on, and I'm going to be watching it from my bed there and everything. But I will. Wait a minute, Latoya. Hold up. Man. 3 stroke. See, what time is it? See, and it's about that time Susan getting ready to come over here, and Susan gonna see this right here, and then yonder goes Jesus on the bicycle. I'm telling you now, I don't know how tired 3 stroke Charlie feels, but I know right now, Piano Man feel like he been run over by a train. I feel like the honeybees got out on me real good there. I really do, Latoya. I really do. Thank you. Jeff says, I think Texas in the eyes of ESPN has replaced UGA and Bama. But let's see how Texas does in the first. Yeah, Let's see. Thank you, Bino. Thank you to the GM. Yeah, man. I'm going to. I mean, y'all, I can't even breathe. That's what the crazy part is. I can't even breathe. Yeah, and it's just sinus. I'm sure Susan will agree. I don't want Susan to agree with nothing. I don't want Susan to agree with anything. See, y'all, that's why I said Anitra, Latoya, Susan, and all y'all got the white fussing, because y'all know I'm going to respond no matter how I feel. JB, man, look, and that was one thing, but I'll probably talk about that this evening, about the narrative. How will the polls shift? What will the narrative look like? That honeybee tea, that I think, anyway, I'm trying, Coach Carl. I'm sorry, America. But JB, Governor, that's going to be the question, bro. The narrative. If Texas or Ohio State gets blown out in week 1. Because, like I said, just now, when you're looking at it from just those top 12 teams, you got Texas, Georgia, Ohio State. You got the 1 and the 3 meeting each other on August the 30th. You got the 1 and the 3. All right, then you got Alabama at 4, Penn State at 5th, Oregon at 6, Notre Dame 7, Texas A&M. See, that's another team. They have Texas A&M at 8th, University of Miami at 9th, Tennessee 10th, Clemson 11th, and LSU 12th. So when you count it, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over half of the teams in this final 12 of what they're predicting, over half of the teams are from the SEC. Still from the SEC. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. So I'm going to read this and I'm going to go. Excuse me. Because And when we blow FSU out, you know what they're going to say, right? Thank you, Jeff. I know exactly what they're going to say. But I'm going to tell you this. But before they say all of that, though, Governor, they're going to have to thank you, Coach. Y'all, look who's here. It's Coach Sean. What's up, Coach? Mr. B2A himself. Man, I'm slaving at the moment. I'm always tapped in and listen. Like, hit that like button as always. Much love, my broski. Love to the chat as well. Hey, we love you too, Coach Sean. Piano Man ain't feeling the best today, bro. It's just this, whatever this is, got my sinuses. But I'm going to find me some honeybee tea. That's right. That's right. Y'all, Coach Sean, my broski, the broski, who don't mind telling you about that B2A. Because I told you that B2A is real, man. That B2A is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. So everybody, but anyway, y'all, that's Mr. Humble. That's just in my humble opinion. Everybody, salute Coach Sean. That's the man right there. The man, the myth, the legend, him and Coach Carl, Coach Al, Tez, B Sharp, man. That's cutting edge sports content, the real deal. Not trying to be seen, not trying to be heard, not trying to act like you know something and you don't. They know what they know, and they impart that to us and for us to know. And I appreciate that and all that good stuff. So, Coach Sean, man, good to see you, though, bro. Good to see you. I know you're working. You said you're slaving, so that means they got you going there. You doing some stuff. Keep doing what you do, bro. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do, and I appreciate you coming back. But anyway, Piano Man is getting ready to go. I'm going to lay down. My head is big, but right now it feels like it's about the size of Texas. After the team wins a national champion, everybody picks them apart. Yep, got it, Jeff. You got it. So anyway, but everybody, thank you for coming. I will be back on this evening at 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern, all that kind of stuff. We're going to continue to talk about what the governor brought up about the narrative, the possibilities of blowouts from especially the Texas and Georgia, the Texas and the Ohio State game. Yeah, the Texas and the Ohio State game. And so we're going to be talking about that this evening, and then we're going to bring up about our upcoming drawing. We have not forgotten. We just hadn't been able to get it all together. Thank you, Governor. I'm going to get well. I'm going to find me some honeybee tea real quick and go from there so I can breathe. I need to breathe. Thank you, Double L, and everything. So I'm going to find something where I can breathe. And so I'm going to find me some honeybee tea, and hopefully the honeybees will take good care of me because I will take good care of them. Right. So everybody have a great day. Shout out to all content creators. Thank you, Nicole. Shout out to all content creators and podcasters everywhere. You know the routine. You know that our faces are being remembered, our voices heard, and our content is being appreciated and recognized. No sense in being jealous of anybody, man. This kitchen is still big enough for everybody to cook. Everybody can get something to eat. And in the words of my pastor, Bishop Kenneth Preston and Pastor Greg Bolton, continue to stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of Jesus Christ. Always remember, we can do all things through Christ that gives us strength. Let's continue to do that. And continue to remember that is him that works through us to help us love the unlovable, reach the unreachable, and always to embrace the unembraceable. So continue to do that right there. Just remember this, there will be no live tomorrow. I will be out working on the polls, and just You know, Mississippi got some stuff going on over here with some of his leaders in the political arena, but Wendell ain't worried about all that depth. But just know this of assuredly, the Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I will be back Wednesday, but I'll be back this evening at 5 p.m. Central with the long run with Piano Man. And so I just want everybody to have a great day. Thank you, Coach Carl. Thank you, everybody. Now, just remember, I'm no expert, but I know what I'm talking about. And I may not see you today or tomorrow personally, but I'll see you in the long run. So with that being said, everybody have a great day. Forget those trees and hedges, and to all Bama haters, forget you, because FSU, you already know you're first. So, Buster, your job still awaits. 3-stroke Charlie, I really don't know what to tell you, except maybe you just need to visit Roe. That's about the best I can tell you. Piano Man, get ready to go visit the honeybees. And thank you, Stephen. It's a great show. Thank you, Dwight, for all you do, my producer, and everything. And for those of you that are looking, listening, lurking, hey, help get me to 300. Okay? And we want Coach Carl up there as well. We want both Coach Carl and myself. They said 1,000, so let's get there. I need a bunch of y'all to like and subscribe Coach Carl's channel and my channel as well, On the Block Sports with Coach Carl, and then the long run with Piano Man. Let's get this done, okay? All right. And I will see you all this evening at 5 o'clock. Y'all have a great day. Be safe. And I will see you this evening at Roll Tide.